There are a lot of myths in the motorcycle world. Some are harmless, some are just plain dumb, and some can actually get you killed. So today we are breaking down 3 of the most dangerous motorcycle myths that bikers still believe, ranking them from bad to absolutely insane. So let's get into it.
This video may cause intense debates, sudden change of opinion, and an uncontrollable urge to fact-check your riding buddies. Viewer discretion and a sense of humor is advised.
So anyway, let's get into the second episode of The Moto Myth. Myth number 1. You need to lay it down to avoid a crash. It even sounds weird saying that out loud, to be honest. You might have heard this one before. If you're about to crash, the best thing you can do is lay the bike down. Sounds heroic, right? Like some kind of action movie stunt. Well, it's actually one of the worst things you can do. The idea comes from old school riding, back when motorcycles had terrible brakes and handling. Riders believed that sliding on your side was safer than hitting an obstacle upright. But modern bikes, they have ABS, grippy tires and way better stopping power. Laying it down means you're giving up all control. You turn yourself into a projectile, sliding across the pavement with zero chance of braking or steering. So what's better? Learning proper emergency braking and swerving techniques so you have a chance to avoid the crash altogether. So just remember that laying down a bike is never a good thing. So if this ever happened to you, just look at the situation and what happened and learn from it. So that being said, this myth has officially been debunked. Myth number 2. Bigger motorcycles are safer. Because bigger is better, am I right? So now let's talk about size. No, not that size. A lot of riders think bigger bikes are automatically safer. More weight, more stability, more protection. Makes sense, am I right? Not exactly. So here's the truth. Bigger bikes take longer to stop, are harder to maneuver, and can be a nightmare for newer riders. In an emergency situation, a lighter, more agile bike can actually help you escape danger faster. Studies show that most motorcycle accidents happen at lower speeds and in urban areas, under 50 kilometers an hour, where being able to react quickly is way more important than having a huge machine under you. And let's not forget, bigger bikes also tend to be more powerful, which means inexperienced riders can get in over the heads fast. Instead of focusing on size, focus on skill. A well-trained rider on a smaller bike will always be safer than an inexperienced rider on a giant touring machine. So with that out of the way, we can also officially say that this myth has been debunked. Myth number 3. Full face helmets restrict your vision and hearing. Alright, now for the most controversial one. Some riders just refuse to wear full face helmets because they think it blocks the vision or makes it harder to hear traffic. But that couldn't be any more further from the truth. Let's start with vision. Full face helmets are designed to meet legal peripheral vision requirements, which means they don't actually block your ability to see the road. If anything, they cut down on wind and sun glare, making it easier to focus. So what about hearing? Sure, full-face helmets block out some wind noise, but that is actually a good thing. High-speed wind noise can cause hearing loss over time and make it harder to distinguish important sounds like sirens or horns. A full-face helmet actually helps you hear better by reducing harmful wind turbulence. Most importantly, full-face helmets offer the best protection. So if we look at an article of the National Library of Medicine, we can actually see that, and I quote, "The risk of head and cervical injuries for riders who used full-face helmets was 64% lower compared with those who used half-coverage helmets." Which is of course an insane statistic if you actually think about it. So there you have it. 3 of the most dangerous motorcycle myths busted. If you really wanted to stay safe, forget the outdated advice and focus on what actually works. Emergency braking skills, proper riding gear and staying aware on the road. So what do you think? Have you ever heard of any other crazy motorcycle myths? Drop a comment below and maybe I can make a video about it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more myth-busting motorcycle content. And see you on another episode of The Moto Myth. See you later.